Hey, and welcome to the Mickey in Minutes podcast. Quick conversations, information, and inspiration. I'm your host, Nick Lazaga, and I hope you enjoy this episode of The Short Disney Show. 'Twas halfway to Christmas when all through the kingdom, Cool Kid Summer continued as they planned for the season. When Holly becomes jolly with a visit from Ollie, and the mouse himself hosts a very merry party. The excitement was building, but it was still months away. I wished there was something I could do today. Just then it hit me. I know what to do. I'll start shopping for tickets and ornaments too. With all this joy, the time will fly by. But as for now, it's Christmas in July. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Mickey in Minutes podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm here with a very special guest. Again, my wife, Chelsea.
Hey, Mickey and Minutes family.
So I have you on today, not just because I love having you on, because you're my wife and I love speaking to you, but because you are the biggest Christmas person I know. And today we're talking about Christmas in July.
It's finally here.
It's finally here. Well, halfway at least anyway.
Wow.
You know, that's why I'm wearing my Jollywood Night shirt and you got your ears on. So yeah.
We get to start celebrating and purchasing.
Yeah, there's so much to purchase, including tickets to all these events at Walt Disney World. So why don't we start there? Let's talk about some of these dates and things that are coming up at Walt Disney World. So, you know, the parks have always celebrated Christmas. Ever since, you know, the beginning of Disneyland, they've always done some sort of Christmas celebration. And then at Magic Kingdom, the first Very Merry Christmas Party was back in 1983. So there's just a long tradition of Christmas at Walt Disney World.
Even the Christmas parade, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love that
Disneyland.
Christmas parade.
Yeah.
I love watching on Christmas morning the Christmas parade on TV.
Yeah.
It's great. So they announced the dates for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Those are select dates from November 7th through 21st.
Yes, and I really enjoyed Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I enjoyed the performances. I enjoyed the hot cocoa and the eggnog and special Christmas buckets. And I loved meeting the gingerbread men.
Yeah.
That was a really fun. The polar bears were fun last year.
I love all that stuff. You could enter the park as early as 4 o'clock.
Yeah, that was great.
So you basically have half a day just on a party ticket alone. It's totally worth it. It's kind of expensive though, so you know, worth it may be kind of up to you. But so all the things that are returning for Very Merry, we got the stage show, right? Mm-hmm. We have the parade. The parade is amazing. I love that parade.
Anna and Elsa in their Christmas attire.
Yes, that's so
one of my
cute.
favorite Christmas shorts.
Oh yeah, and they play some music from Olaf's Frozen Adventure, right?
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Minnie's wonderful Christmas time fireworks. That's so great. I was talking about that on Mid Monday yesterday, and just how emotional that fireworks show is when you're standing there in front of the castle with your hot cocoa and your cookies, and it's so good.
So great.
So good. Oh, I love the Jingle Cruise.
Yes.
So many amazing things happening.
Yeah, and Jingle Cruise is actually available all day. So you can ride it during the party, but I recommend riding it during the day.
So when do these tickets become available for this? When can people start buying their tickets for Very Merry Christmas Party? Has that started already?
Tomorrow.
From the day that we're recording this, which is the 15th, tomorrow. That is July 16th. So by the time this is out, I'm sure a lot of dates will be sold out. But, you know, I mean, gotta get them.
Yes. And I have to say, too, like, we were going back and forth on whether we were going to do Very Merry last year. And we got ours closer to our trip. So I think if you're not going during a big night, like kickoff to the party or closer to Christmas or Thanksgiving, I think you might have an opportunity to get.
Yeah, there are definitely some more popular dates. I'm sure that you'll be able to find what you need. Just don't wait too long.
Yeah.
So the other thing, Jollywood Nights. I'm wearing my T-shirt. I got Ollie on my shirt. I love this. I love it so much. So again, select dates November and December. And yeah, let's talk about Jollywood Nights.
I'd call this a Mickey and Minutes must do.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. We were blown away last year. The only thing missing is an Ollie meet and greet.
Oh yeah, that would
If
be
Disney
spectacular.
just add an Ollie meet and greet, and we will be back.
Yeah, well, that's
We will come back.
not this year. We're going in September.
It's there, baby.
I wish we could have met Duffy in his Santa outfit.
That is true.
That was like
That was a
longest
really
line
long
part.
line. It was
Ah,
over an hour or almost an hour.
yeah.
Too much for a party time for my cup of tea.
So yeah, I mean this party is shorter than Very Merry Christmas Party, right? You can get in around 5:30, which I
Which
think,
is earlier. It's a
Yeah.
half hour earlier than last year.
yeah. So you get that extra half an hour. It's worth it. I remember when we got to Jollywood last year at around 6. First thing we did was Rise of the Resistance, and we just walked on.
Walked on, and that was the first time that we didn't do the full queue.
Yeah,
correct?
we skipped the Ray Room. We just walked. It was basically the single rider line for that. If you want to hear a full review of Jollywood Nights and Very Merry Christmas Party, we did one last season on Mickey and Minutes when we got back from that trip. So yeah, listen to that episode. We'll give you all of our thoughts on that. But spoiler alert, we love it. It's amazing. I've been going back and forth about this a lot. I think I like Jollywood better than Very Merry.
Oh, I agree. I think it depends on what stage of life you're in and what you're wanting for out of a party. Very Merry is very family. Jollywood with Tip Top Club and everything is more mature and
Yeah, the Twilight
it's just
Soiree.
special.
Oh, it's so good.
We
Just
are not going to be the people that tell you not to go. So
Oh, and you
listen to
absolutely-
this, but it's going to tell you to go.
you
and buy
absolutely
tickets.
should go. Glisten, the ice skating show, that's returning.
I love Glisten. No spoilers if you're going, but God,
So good.
great moments in Glisten.
Yeah, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. So much. And then, of course, they have, like we mentioned, Rise of Resistance with a short wait. Everything just has a really short wait because, honestly, if you're at Jollywood Nights, yes, the rides are a big part of it, but there's so much live entertainment that you just want to go and do that stuff,
Yeah.
So, when do these tickets become available? Is it the same day as, is it tomorrow also?
So actually, it's tomorrow too, and it's for select resort guests.
So, staying at resort hotels, including Swan and Dolphin and Shades of Green.
Yes, that is correct. And then
And then everybody else.
July 22nd.
So everybody who's not staying on property, would
So
you have
you did
general
that
say?
rental property. Just
Yeah, just know you'll have to wait a couple more days before you can buy your Jollywood tickets on July 22nd. But if you're planning on being at Walt Disney World in November or December, this is a must do. This is absolutely a must do. So we covered Magic Kingdom, we covered Hollywood Studios. What about Epcot? What's going on at Epcot?
Festival of the Holidays.
I love it.
Oh,
I
can
love
we
it
just
so
talk
much.
about the trees?
I was gonna say, can we talk about that Figment sweatshirt?
Oh gosh.
That was my big Christmas gift last year, guys. I love it so much.
Yep. Thank you, eBay.
Yeah. From November 28th through December 30th, and it's incredible. Like you said, they have Christmas trees around. Are they going to do that the Christmas trees in Communicore Hall again?
I hope so. I mean,
Maybe
I
get
hope
bigger
it's
this time?
Yeah, it's not just 5 trees and some lights.
Sponsored by Balsam Hill.
I do love Blossom Hill.
Yeah, so
Love
this
them.
this is not a hard ticket event like Jollywood or Very Merry. This is just another Epcot festival that you pay your price of admission to get into Epcot and you enjoy it, like Food and Wine or Flower and
Yes.
Garden or Festival of the Arts. And this is great. They have storytellers around World Showcase
Yeah.
telling the Christmas story from different countries.
Yes.
And they have the cookie trails.
Oh, the cookie trail. They have the candlelight processional coming back.
Oh, I love that. Remember we saw Neil Patrick Harris?
That was great.
That was so good. So fun.
If you're going to see candlelight processional, I do recommend doing a dining package. It was just so peaceful to have our ticket, to get in line, to get a seat. We didn't have to worry about waiting for hours or skipping over anything. And, that would just really worked out for
Oh
us.
yeah, it really did. So something else to do there. That's like we talked about Jingle Cruise at Magic Kingdom, how it's all day long. It's a Christmas overlay that's all day long. Guys, Living with the Land Christmas overlay is so good. I mean, the greenhouse all lit up with Christmas lights,
Ugh,
and it's so special. I love living in the land anyways, but to be able to ride it with just a little bit of that festive
Christmas
glow,
magic.
yeah, absolutely. It's spectacular. So lots to do in the parks. Animal Kingdom, they're gonna have, the couple of the things that they're bringing back, those the puppets.
Yes, yes, the Merry
Merry
Menagerie.
Menagerie, that's what it's
Yes,
called. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yep.
Those are so good. But also Disney Springs, you have the Christmas tree stroll. So it was originally called the Christmas tree trail. So I guess we were both
Oh,
right.
okay.
And then it changed to Christmas tree stroll. And the first time they did it was 2018. We were there for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we were there for that, but that's back when the Christmas tree trail was like its own section.
And they
So
closed it off.
they
If you
closed
couldn't
it.
see it,
So we
we,
got there
yep,
hoping to see it. We had some time over at Animal Kingdom that night. And
right.
then we went over and it was already closed. So we were super bummed out. But we did end up seeing it a couple years later when we
Yep.
went back. And it's growing every year. It's getting bigger.
You get
Now,
maps with stickers when you find the trees.
yeah, now it's scattered all around
Hmm.
Disney Springs.
Like you get the button at the end of it, and
Yeah, if you turn in your completed map with the stickers, you get your button. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. Like at Epcot, we mentioned the cookie stroll. It's another one where you get to redeem a prize at the end, which of
yeah.
course is another cookie.
There's also like the Olaf find, kind of like the Remy hide and squeak
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Food and Wine.
So much good stuff happening. But you don't have to just be in the parks to celebrate Christmas. You could bring home that Christmas magic starting now in July.
Yes.
So tell us about some of these ornaments. I know that you are ornament obsessed. So let's talk about that. This
Well,
is your forte.
yes, a little bit. We have quite a few trees and they're all themed out.
We have what, 5 trees in our house?
Ooh, I want to say it's a little bit more than that.
Oh no. That's so much to
We have to add two more this year.
so much to put up, so much to take down. But it's fun. It's great.
But it's July, so we get to start.
All right, so people might be wondering, why do we have so many Christmas trees?
Because we have quite the collection. So we've been collecting ornaments for a while. Disney has a lot of different collections through different companies, as well as their own, which are called Disney Sketchbooks. And they have a couple ornaments that are not officially sketchbooks, but they're still official Disney. So this month, last week actually, they dropped the kickoff to Holly Jolly event for Disney Sketchbooks. They dropped their first line of ornaments. There's going to be more coming. A couple of these were already available in the park, and some of them were available last season, like the Haunted Mansion stretching room ornaments that they released.
That's awesome.
So a lot of big anniversary ornaments this year. Like Goofy Movie was a big one. They have Powerline on there, rocking his jam, and there's a nice Cinderella one that's very pretty in the glass.
Yeah, sketchbook ornaments are amazing. Let's talk about that for a second because this is actually a very special year. This is the 20th anniversary of Disney's sketchbook ornaments. Now, if you don't know, Disney's sketchbook, they're these beautiful ornaments that are designed by Disney artist Steve Thompson. Now, a little background on Steve Thompson. He attended Cal Arts in the character animation program, and then he joined the Walt Disney Company as an animator in 1994. And he worked on some amazing movies. He worked on The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, Mulan, Tarzan, Fantasia 2000, Emperor's New Groove, Treasure Planet, Home on the Range. So, like, this is no joke. He's a legit Disney animator.
Very talented.
Oh, yeah. And then in 2005, he moved into product design for Disney Consumer Products. And that's when he started designing these sketchbook ornaments. And now he's the principal designer for the Disney stores. So he not only designs the sketchbook ornaments, but he also designs the snow globes.
The collectible figures.
Yeah, and he does the artwork for the Disney Designer Collection.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, lots of great stuff.
Bunch of dolls too, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. So he's a big deal. But the thing that I think he's most known for a lot of us, is these sketchbook ornaments.
Mm-hmm. And even so, like you can follow him on Instagram and he will post his concept art for these ornaments. Very neat to look at. And then they're sculpted, and I believe at least at one point they were hand painted.
Yeah, so what he likes to do is he takes moments from these classic films And I was reading this really great article about him from a couple years ago on the D23 page. And he was talking about his process with these things. And so he said that he was always a huge ornament collector, and he wasn't really happy with the ornaments that Disney was putting out. So that's why he set out to do this sketchbook collection, where before it was like, characters and Santa hats and,
Yeah.
generic stuff like that. And he was thinking, what if we took classic moments from films and even some more unexpected moments from these classic films and make them 3D ornaments? And he really succeeded. He has some hilarious ornaments.
And those movie moment ornaments, like we have one of our trees is a movie room tree. So we have popcorn strands and everything. So of course, those Disney sketchbooks with these scenes right out of a movie are perfect for that. Like we have the part of your world scene from Little Mermaid. We have, oh, now I'm only thinking of the Little Mermaid ones. We have Kiss the Girl.
Well,
We have,
my favorite sketchbook ornament that we have is the very first one we bought,
oh,
and
goodness.
it's Beast in the bathtub. If you remember that moment, it's such like a niche moment from that film, and they immortalized it in this ornament. And it's great. I remember I went to the Disney store back when Disney stores were everywhere. And I just found this ornament and I was just laughing and I had to buy it and I brought it home. So I like to take credit for starting Chelsea's
It was the first
sketchbook
one.
obsession.
I don't even want to know how many we have now, but that was the reason.
We had too many. And then so he's even expanded from movie moments to like some interesting like silly ones. And one of my favorite ornaments that we have, I think this is a sketchbook one. It's the Hercules one with like the Herculade bottle and it has like pain and panic
Yes.
sticking out of it.
Yes.
That's not a movie moment, but I love that ornament. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's a fun character piece, but not like a Santa hat on a character.
Yeah. And so Steve Thompson really pointed out the fact that, he gets a lot of credit for these ornaments, but it really is a team effort. And he does the design, and then he works with talented artists from sculptors to painters and the merchandise team. And they really get these out every year. And they just put out, just a handful every year.
Yeah, yeah, and some years more than others. I know last year it was a couple less, but I believe that's because they were saving up for the 20th anniversary because there's so many anniversaries for the Disney company this year.
Yeah, on the sketchbook ornaments, they always have the little medallion
little
on top
medallion.
that says what year or how many years the anniversary is for that film.
Right.
I love those.
And so, for instance, the Cinderella one they released with her cleaning the floors and everything, that I want to say is the 75th anniversary.
It's
So,
beautiful.
I mean, it's gorgeous. We're still waiting on ours, Disney. So it's late.
Shop Disney takes a long time sometimes.
It depends. I mean, like,
Shop Disney. It's not Shop Disney anymore. Now it's
no,
Disney Store.
it's Disney Store. They switched back to Disney Store.
It's funny. I grew up with it being called Disney Store. It was Shop Disney for like 5 years, and now I keep calling it Shop Disney.
It's always going to be Shop Disney to me.
That's so funny. Sketchbook are not the only ones who make fantastic Disney ornaments. What about Hallmark?
Hallmark knocks it out of the park every year, I feel like. And I feel like they're only getting better. So we mentioned the Haunted Mansion ones that were Disney official, and there's even a few more that are parks exclusive that aren't available on Disney Store. But Hallmark has released a Haunted Mansion keepsake series. Hallmark Keepsake Ornaments is their brand.
They're amazing.
And they're great.
The tree topper is the building.
And they just released a Disneyland Haunted Mansion building. At first, it was Disney World that released with the movie, and then they released 3 ornaments that year. And then I actually talked with one of the managers that first year, and she told me, hey, there's going to be 6 more of these coming out.
6 more like runs?
No, like 6 more ornaments. So 3 a year basically was their range,
okay.
and that's what they've been. So I think this might be the end of the collection unless they decided to do more. So this year they released the Disneyland Haunted Mansion. They released
The building.
Yes, the building, the tree topper, which we use as a display.
Yeah, let's talk about that just for a second. So we bought this whole collection for the Walt Disney World one, and we have it set up as a display, not even on the tree. So the tree topper, it's humongous. It's like a big building, and you plug in all the different ornaments, which are different scenes from the ride. You plug them all in together, and you press a button, and it basically goes through the whole audio of the ride with like lighting effects in the windows of the mansion, and each ornament lights
Lightning,
up.
there's like lightning flashes
Yeah.
with it.
So we put it out around Halloween time, and
So we're
then we
on
leave it
Disney's
up.
schedule. So
Yeah.
we start August.
Oh yeah, yeah. We
So
start fall in August. We set up our fall stuff and our
yeah, so
Halloween
even
stuff.
though like I'm this is Christmas in July, but we use these Christmas pieces for our fall and Halloween decoration.
And then we've decided that, since Haunted Mansion kind of falls into Christmas in Disneyland, that we leave our Haunted Mansion display up
Thank
through
you, Nightmare.
Christmas. Yeah. So, just we get to really enjoy that. And plus they're Christmas ornaments, so we have to keep
They
them
have
up
to
during
stay out
Christmas,
all
right?
year. Yeah.
So
All season.
yeah, the first Disney Hallmark ornament was released back in 1977.
Amazing.
And then they've been releasing Disney ornaments consistently since 1994.
Yeah.
And, we said they've been getting better and better. I don't think they're quite as good as sketchbooks yet because they're not as like nuanced as sketchbooks, but, they're really cool.
They're a little different. I mean, they're more of a plastic, while sketchbooks are glass and resin and hand painted. So I feel like it's just a different level of ornament. There are some really great scenes and everything. I know they released some amazing Star Wars ones where characters go in and out of different floors, and I know like
Oh, the
scene,
trash compactor scene? Yeah, they
scene.
have some gigantic
So
ornaments.
great, like, and also too, they
There's
did.
the carbonite scene was the other one.
Yes, Carbonite.
That was so cool.
Where like Han Solo actually switched, like Han Solo goes down and the Carbonite comes up.
Yeah,
And
they're
very
getting
neat.
crazy. So,
And
Christmas
then
ornaments are
They also
nuts this year.
Hallmark's really big about having collections, which is good for us. I know my mother actually started this trend because she got Mickey riding on the Jungle Cruise.
I was gonna mention these.
And
Yes.
so every year since then, and actually there were a couple released before that, we managed to find and get and
Yeah,
work on our
so it's
collections,
basically
but-
a series of Mickey riding attraction ride vehicles.
Yes.
Right, so which ones do we have? You mentioned the Jungle Cruise.
We have Jungle Cruise, we have Autopia, we have Space Mountain, we have Peter Pan's Flight,
I love that one.
and
We have Dumbo.
Dumbo, and then we have this year's, which is Mickey on the Carousel.
Yeah, so cute. I'm a sucker for attraction ride vehicles. So anything with that, just it's amazing. And like we talked earlier, how back in the day, you'd think Disney ornaments, it was like Mickey with a Santa hat and stuff like that. And those are still great. We're going to talk about Lennox in a little bit. But, I think expanding into, things that are very niche, like attraction ride vehicles is really, really cool. And that's what I love about Disney Christmas ornaments.
Well, and I think that's too, like I mentioned the movie tree we have. We also have a theme parks tree. We have a themed ear hat collection. They have ear hat ornaments available through multiple attractions. They have building ornaments that they've had
the
past.
buildings are amazing.
I believe the first one started in maybe 2018, 2016 was the first building, but we've been collecting those two.
And do they have like the hotel buildings?
Yes, resort buildings.
Yeah, and
Space Mountain. We have a Space Mountain and everything. And
the attraction buildings, like the Peter
Yes.
Pan, it's the facade from Magic Kingdom,
Yes.
the marquee and everything.
and the
It's
facade for
amazing.
Pirates of the Caribbean. So that's a big collection we
Little
have.
Mermaid building.
Little Mermaid, yes, from Walt Disney World.
Tower of Terror is one of my
Tower of
favorite
Terror,
ones.
and there's actually two of those because last year they released a updated Tower of Terror ornament that's more of the Hollywood Tower instead of Tower of Terror.
What I love about these building ornaments is that the front, it looks like the facade of the show building or of the the entrance to the building or whatever it is, and then on the back it's like a cutout, and you could see show scenes from the rides in the back, and characters experiencing these rides. It's so creative and so beautiful. We'll have to post some pictures on Instagram. Maybe we can throw up a reel of some of these ornaments to promote this episode because they're amazing.
And even like the Haunted Mansion ornament has the little bride in the attic scene. on the back of the ornament. Like very
Yeah,
neat.
the Peter Pan one has like, the pirate
Captain
ship
Hook.
and it's so
It's
good.
great. And even going back to Hallmark's collection of Mickey Mouse Riding Ride ornaments. The past couple years, Disney has had their own collection called Play in the Park that they released to kind of kick off the new year. They have Play in the Park, they have the four-part collection, and a couple other collections that the date collection that Disney released merchandise wise every year. And so for Play in the Park, the past couple years, they have done the characters at Disney World. So they have a Goofy ornament carrying the popcorn and the pretzels and the churros. They have Donald trying to pull the sword from the
I
stone.
love that. It's so
Oh, so
good.
great. We have Minnie and Daisy riding a teacup, and Mickey with a Dole Whip, I believe, was the first year. And then this past year, they have Mickey and Minnie on Space Mountain. They have Mickey riding Big Thunder. And so I'm hoping that that's a new collection that Disney continues with their Play in the Park series. But back to Hallmark too. So we've talked about the Mickey riding vehicles. They do a couple princesses every year.
The princess ones are really cool. They're like in the glass globes, right? And they have different scenes from the movies. Like they have the Mulan one with the tree with the pink petals and stuff.
Yeah, that's a really pretty sketchbook
Oh, that's
ornament.
a sketchbook, not a Hallmark one.
No,
Okay. See, we have so many.
we have
They
a lot.
I don't even know that.
So
They're all
So
good.
back to Disney's design is they'll do the movie moments, and sometimes these big like intimate moments they'll put in a glass bauble with some sort of base. So they've done a couple of those. They've done like a Mary Poppins one.
Elemental was one, right?
Elemental was one, which was great because it was like the water bubble. And we have the Mulan one with the tree. We have Snow White on the horse with Prince Charming. The Cinderella one, the anniversary one this year, is in a glass. And so there's a bunch of different ones. But this year, too, for the 70th anniversary for Hallmark Keepsake, they released a ornament of Goofy on a train parade float, which is supposed to represent the parades before.
Main Street Electrical Parade.
So it's great. It plays Main Street Electrical. It goes with Hallmark Keepsake Main Street Electrical Ornament Parade float from a couple years ago. So you can have the little set if you go for that this year. A lot of these Hallmark Keepsakes, they've switched from batteries. So they use what they call a magic cord. So you need that to use some of these bigger ornaments, but
It's better
interesting.
than putting those little tiny batteries in and out every year. Like it's so frustrating.
Have to so many to do. They die so fast, people.
Let's be honest. Last year we didn't put any batteries in. We got a little lazy
That like
last year.
our nieces came over and we were like, let's just put batteries in their favorite movies and leave the rest.
The frozen ones, basically.
The first ones, yeah. But interesting enough, so Disney released a 50th anniversary ornament of Cinderella's castle with the fireworks, lighting, and everything, and the music. They released a sister ornament this year, which is Disneyland with
For
lights
Disneyland
and
70.
music for the 70th. But it's not a magic cord. It's actually still batteries.
Interesting.
Which
Okay.
is so surprising considering all these big ornaments require a magic cord.
That is pretty surprising.
More to change.
So going back to the parks for a second, everybody has that thing that they like to take home from the parks. I like pins. Yours is ornaments. So some of our ornaments are also of anniversaries of things or of events that we've been to. So like
Even
Food and Wine
festivals.
Festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Very Merry Christmas Party. Actually, they gave us a free ornament at Very Merry last year.
Yes, I was really excited because the official ornament for Very Merry actually sold out before our date. So people go nuts. I am not the only Christmas ornament collector out there
You are not.
that buys everything up.
The proof is on eBay.
The proof is on eBay. The proof that it's selling on eBay. That's what's important.
Exactly.
But you started us all, remember? Like
I did.
This was
This
your
is all
fault.
my fault. That beast in the bathtub. It's
The beast
so
in the
funny though.
So just be prepared. If you're going to one of these parties or if you're going to a festival, go closer to the beginning just in case some merchandise sells out. because it does happen. And so, unfortunately, last year when we went to Very Merry, I was like, oh, I need the ornament. I'm getting the ornament for Jollywood. I'm getting one for Very Merry. Jollywood was there, but Very Merry had sold out. But the souvenir that they gave out for free with our party ticket was actually a ornament for Very Merry.
It's a good quality like metal ornament.
Mm-hmm.
The keepsake for Jollywood was a box of marshmallows. Remember that?
Oh
Like
gosh,
champagne flavored
disgusting.
marshmallow.
I'm sorry. Everybody online that said that
I
they loved
kind of like
you did
them.
not.
I kind of
I
like
really
them.
wish we would have filmed my reaction because I was the only one that I believe was being honest because they were
We filmed
disgusting.
my reaction. It's on our stories somewhere on the Instagram page. The ornament from Jollywood Nights had Ollie on it. I love
Yes,
that.
love
That was
having
like a
something with them.
canvas ornament.
The spirit jersey, the mug. The mug was nice. It was a big, like, thick diner mug.
Oh yeah,
Love it.
the merch.
The merch is great.
But there's one more collection of Christmas ornaments we got to talk about, and that is Lennox. So
Yes.
Lennox began collaborating with Disney to make ornaments back in 1987, a year before I was born. And we have a handful of those, but those are more like classic ornaments. They lean into like retro styles with like Mickey and Minnie in like Santa hats, and they're very like they remind me of
Traditional.
like a Hallmark movie or something. Not Hallmark, but they remind me of like that kind of like classic old school Christmas, right?
Yeah, and they're porcelain, so they're very fragile. I know like we have like a more delicate, I would call it like a pretty tree. It has
Or
crystals and
downstairs,
snowflake
our
and
centerpiece.
everything on it. But they so that's where all the Linux go because it just feels more like an upscale.
They're really pretty ornaments, and we've been getting the ones with the dates on them every year, right? Every year
Yeah,
since we've been
so
married, I think, right?
so my mother actually started this tradition because Nick came into the family, and so every year since Nick has been a part of our lives, my mother has gotten him a Mickey Linux Christmas ornament.
Yeah.
We also have the castle dated ornament. They release a Cinderella castle dated ornament
So it's like
every
a
year.
flat ornament, right?
Yes.
But it's like a porcelain,
It's a
and it's like an
porcelain,
off-white
like
color.
off-white with the
Beautiful.
gold tips and everything and the date. And they release one every year. So we have one from the year we bought our house, our own castle. And then we have the Mickeys from every year. And then my every now and then my mom will get me a mini too. But we
Yeah.
don't have all the minis.
No, but they're it's a great collection. We can't collect every single ornament from every single collection. It's not possible. So to close this out, I have a question for you. If you could design an ornament, we'll keep it parks. If you can design a parks-based ornament that we don't have yet, what would you want to see in an ornament?
A parks-based ornament?
Because I already got one. I mentioned it on Mid Monday yesterday. I want an ornament of Whimsy, the new train from Disney Starlight.
Told you that when we found out about Whimsy.
I stole it. That's mine.
Stole it.
I said it. So now you got to come up with another one.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm getting a Whimsy
Put her on
ornament
the
in
spot.
September. It better be there.
So what do you want then? Since you can't use Whimsy,
Oh,
that's mine.
okay. So I'm actually gonna say a couple because we have a couple collections. So going back to the resort collection, we stay at Pop Century a lot. We love the Skyliner, love the resort. I really want a Pop Century building ornament.
Oh, they don't have. We have the telephone.
We
right?
have the Mickey,
telephone.
we have the Mickey telephone.
But not
So
a
a
building.
couple of the resorts never got a building, and so I'm still holding out that we get a couple
So
more
it would be like the
attractions.
lobby building with like the gift shop with the big pop in the front.
Big like numbers for the dates and
Yeah.
everything. So
They've done that yet.
they haven't done one. We haven't gotten Wilderness Lodge. We haven't gotten a few of the pavilions at Epcot. There's a ton of attractions.
So you're
we still
saying in
need them.
September we got to go resort hopping and just buy a bunch more ornaments.
Well, that's what you do on resort days.
You buy ornaments.
You buy
That's what
ornaments.
you do.
I mean, that's why we go to the Riviera for coffee to check to see if they got more ornaments.
Well, I know we have a Polynesian ornament, but is there a Trader Sam specific ornament? Because that's another one that I want. If that doesn't exist, I want that.
I believe they've released Trader Sam ornaments before. I know they did.
Or Ohana.
I haven't seen an Ohana one, but they have released Trader Sam's like tiki mug ornaments. Like there was
Based on the mugs
based on the mugs.
Why don't I know about it? Do they have an ornament?
I don't know about a Oa, but
goodness.
I know that there's a hat box.
Why
They did a hat box tiki mug a couple years ago, and I believe it's come back a couple times.
And that's become an ornament?
There's an ornament of that.
Why have you never
There's
told me
also, I want to say a Skipper tiki mug ornament that they've released.
And they're based on the mugs. Oh my goodness.
So I mean that you have to be there probably when they drop. That's the problem
Like
with the
tiki mugs.
You got to be on it, or you have to know a seller or hop on eBay.
See that's crossing into my thing, because the other thing I like to collect are tiki mugs from Trader Sam's. So
we can always do a tiki mug tree, baby.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. That's so good. So, listeners, I'm passing it over to you guys now. If you could design an ornament, what would it be? Parks based. Let me know in the comments. And, wifey, thank you so much for being on the show again.
Thanks for having me.
This was so awesome. Guys, follow her on Instagram at Chels in Minutes. Of course, follow me on Instagram at Nick in Minutes. And follow the show on Instagram at Mickey in Minutes. And please check out Mim Mondays. I go live every single Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time to talk about the latest Disney news with all of you guys and make Monday magical. So please join me on there whenever you can and listen to the podcast. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, pretty much wherever you can find podcasts. So yeah, thanks so much for listening to this episode, you guys. We will see you next time, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye. Thanks again for listening to the Mickey in Minutes podcast. If you liked it, tell your fellow Disney friends about it. Follow on Instagram at Mickey in Minutes, subscribe wherever you listen, and check out mickeyinminutes.weebly.com for more content.